I also like to be...
You're a kink shame.
I like to be kink
bottom.
shamed as well. Yeah, I'm a kink shame bottom, which is great because kink shaming is currently not in vogue. So every time I kink shame, they kink shame my kink.
Yes.
Which means I'm just in this like fucking gooning, edging cycle.
Welcome to MKUSUAL.
It's like MK Ultra, but more normal. It's Wednesday, Advice Wednesday.
Had some advice column.
We were just having a little discussion about Lou Ferrigno's The Hulk. I'm just gonna leave that in as the intro to this episode.
We're rolling.
We're rolling, baby. We're gonna solve all the world's problems. I'm gonna start. User York 1947 asks, am I the asshole for telling my coworker that their, quote, special diet is just an excuse to avoid contributing at potlucks?
Ooh.
I work in a small office where we frequently organize potlucks for team building events. Everyone usually brings a dish to share, and it's something we all enjoy, except for one coworker, Jake. Jake claims to follow a very, quote, special diet for health reasons, but he's never been specific about what it is. Every time we have a potluck, he doesn't bring anything, yet he always eats everyone else's food. He'll fill his plate and say something vague like, this fits my diet, without explaining any further.
The man's an alien.
Last week, we had another potluck, and the pattern repeated. I was annoyed because I brought homemade food, and Jake took a large portion without contributing anything. I finally said, Jake, if you can eat all this food, your special diet doesn't seem like much of a restriction. It just seems like an excuse not to bring anything. The room just got awkward, and Jake looked embarrassed. He muttered something about, quote, not having time to cook. Ooh, called him. Dude, he got Jake. And left early. A couple of coworkers later told me I was too harsh, and others quietly agreed that Jake has been taking advantage of the potlucks. Now I feel conflicted. I didn't mean to humiliate him, but it's frustrating to see someone freeload off everyone else's effort. Am I the asshole for calling him out?
Like, how small is the office? Is this 3 people and 2 of them are cooking? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's 3 people in the office. Jake's one of them, and he's not, like...
I feel like Jake might be a little slow. I'll tell you why, because that's a bizarre excuse to not bring shit to it. A potluck, it's a very odd, it's like food related excuse, but it doesn't actually correlate to why you'd be able to eat everything. It's like the type of excuse a really dumb person would make.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, diet mean no eat food. I don't know.
Right.
It doesn't even, it would be one thing. Like, obviously, it wouldn't be weird if he said that and then just didn't eat at the potlucks or brought his own plate, you know?
Well,
or brought his own thing. That.
But then he's called out and he just gets silent and he leaves and it's all awkward.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just, you know.
Yeah. I feel like the diet, I get this vibe that Jake's a little slow. And I also feel like the diet thing's a little bit of a red herring. Like, either you allow people to come to the potluck without a dish or not.
Right. Like, you don't have to cook something. Go to the grocery store and get the pre-made chocolate chip cookies in the bakery section.
Right.
Everybody likes that. You brought something, you don't have to eat them. There's a million things like that you could do.
I have mixed feelings about this one. I kind of feel for Jake a little bit.
Why?
I don't know.
Because he's so stupid?
No, there's some vibe I'm getting where like he doesn't like know, maybe he doesn't, I would love to know what Jake's job is compared to theirs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For instance, like I don't know how much everyone's making in this scenario.
That's fair.
Maybe Jake's very low on the totem pole.
That could be reasonable.
And maybe he is like a single dude who really doesn't know how to cook. And so maybe his only options, he doesn't know how to compete. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Jake feels out of his league.
Yeah, maybe they're bringing like extravagant fucking charcuterie boards and shit. And he's like, well.
Or big ass portions or.
Yeah.
I say not. I feel like not the asshole though. For depending on all the information we don't know, I feel like if you're having consistent potlucks and a person's not contributing, I feel like that's the issue.
Well, see, I now I have mixed feelings because
So making it about his health is weird.
they're not the asshole for confronting that situation. They are potentially the asshole if they all know Jake's doing this and they keep pushing the potluck. Like, everyone pitch in for fucking pizza.
Maybe Jake's fucking broke.
Well, yeah, but like, okay, let's just say he can't cook.
Yeah.
Pitch a pizza party. Hey, everyone throw in $10 for Domino's.
Yeah.
We're going to get 50 large pizzas between the three of us, and we're going to have a good Tuesday.
Not there's anything wrong with potlucks. I've had some great work potlucks. I will say, however, it's a very like, kind of like show and tell is a very like, you're going to find out who the rich kids are, you know?
Right.
A potluck is just kind of inherently like, it's going to, just because you don't bring the best thing or can't bring, like, it's a burden to cook for other people. You know what I mean? Like, this person might have, like, food scarcity. This person is probably just a lazy piece of shit. A lazy fucking...
This one time...
But there's too much information I don't know, yeah.
This one time... We were having a potluck with some coworkers. It was not an official potluck. It was just like we're all hanging out on, like, a Sunday and grilling out. We had plenty of food and stuff planned, and then a couple other people, like, joined... They were going to join, like, later... And like, oh, well, what can we bring? It's like, oh, you don't need to bring anything. And they're like, no, we'll bring something. It's like, we're going to have too much food. I told this one person to bring red Solo cups, and there's going to be like 6 of us there. And I told another person to bring red Solo, like 3 people showed up. Because we had like
that's funny.
The core group got like everything sorted out, and then like people joined later, so we didn't really.
Just have a fuck ton of Solo cups.
Like 3 like big packs of red Solo. Like the third person shows up, and then it was like funny. Like the second person was like, "Oh, you dick! Like why'd you?"
That's hilarious.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. Well, here's the thing. Okay. I also believe greediness. Okay, I believe being stupid is kind of correlated with like some personality flaws too. Like a lot of pieces of shit, like cheaters and like greedy takers and stuff, always think they're smarter than they are.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm starting to not like Jake. Maybe he's not slow. Maybe he's just a person who thinks he's smarter than I. I just can't get over. I cannot get over how fucking stupid the dietary excuse is.
Well, it's obviously like happened enough times that he felt. You don't say that the first time.
Right.
It happens. You're like, oh. I forgot about you. Whatever.
The excuse makes no sense.
Yeah.
First of all, you don't have to eat what you bring. Second of all, if you walk up and you're like, oh, these mashed potatoes fit my diet, then why didn't you bring mashed potatoes? You eat something.
Well, yeah, maybe he eats like the monkey pellets. Maybe he's the guy on the internet who eats the gorilla biscuits and horse electrolytes.
I'm going to say insufficient data. I don't have sufficient data to know, but I'm going to err on the side of that Jake's an asshole.
Yep.
All right, you go ahead.
Original poster, I agree, not the asshole.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Well, I say not the asshole. Okay, am I the asshole for selling my user Avocado Efficient 896 asks, am I the asshole for selling my Taylor Swift tickets after my girlfriend cheated? A few months back, I, 27 male, won some money on stake. Maybe a betting website or a casino or something. I don't know what it is. And decided to surprise my girlfriend, 25 female, with Taylor Swift tickets for her Vancouver show. She's been a massive Swiftie since forever, and I knew this would mean the world to her. I spent around $800 for 2 really good seats. Last week, I discovered she'd been secretly meeting up with her work friend for months. I found out because she accidentally left her Instagram DMs open on my laptop. She's been using it to print something. And I saw weeks of flirty messages and plans to meet up. When I confronted her, she tried to deny it at first, but eventually admitted they'd kissed several times and had been having an emotional affair. I was devastated.
Kissed several times, emotional affair. This bitch is a psychopath. Keep going.
I was devastated.
Sociopath.
These tickets were meant to be a special experience for us, and I couldn't stomach the thought of taking her after this betrayal. Rather than let them go to waste, I decided to sell them. Given how insane the Taylor Swift market is right now, I managed to sell them for $2,400.
Good for you,
Triple
buddy.
what I paid.
Let's go.
Good on him. Oh, shit. When she found out I sold the tickets, she completely lost it. She's been blowing up my phone, calling me petty and cruel, saying I ruined her dream, and that the tickets were a gift, so they belonged to her. Her friends are also messaging me saying, it's always the fucking friends.
What is with these people and their friends?
Messaged me saying I'm an awful person for using the tickets to hurt her.
What?
Um,
We're not going to the concert, bitch. You cheated on me.
yeah.
The fact that this guy's even posting this online tells me that she was an abusive, toxic person. Because she's twisted his brain. The fact that he could say kissing and emotional affair in the same sentence, not lying to himself that they weren't fucking.
I felt like I had every right to sell the tickets that I bought with my own money, especially after what she did, but she's making me feel like I took things too far. So they're still together? I don't know. That's why I picked this one, because I couldn't figure out if they were still together.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
Together or not.
I'm just...
Together or not, he didn't... maybe they're trying to work it out, but he shouldn't try to work it out with her.
Yeah.
She's so unrepentant that he's now the bad guy for selling concert tickets when she spent months.
I feel like these people listen to too much Drake, and they think that's how people should behave.
Yeah.
It's like one of those kind of...
You're using it to hurt her. Well, so, okay, here's what I've always thought about that. I'm a big reciprocity guy. Let's say he was. Let's say he sold Taylor Swift tickets to hurt her. Is that wrong? Does it really hurt her that she can't go to a Taylor Swift concert? Did he steal them from her?
I mean, she was the Swiftie. It was her dream.
It was his money.
So
She can, if she wants to go, she can buy them.
She should have worked an extra shift at the fucking Denny's.
The dick sucking factory.
Yeah.
Even if he sold it to hurt her, that doesn't make him an asshole.
What he should have done is he paid $800. He sells them for $2,400. Tripled his fucking money.
Yeah.
Which means he can buy 6 tickets and then just light them on fire. He could just go.
He
and
can rig
sit
them
with
to a
5
thing where she
seats.
opens it up and then they.
Yeah. He can go and sit next to 5 empty seats and take pictures and show her.
He can tag the empty seats as her and her friends.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you should have done. That would be my level of petty. Now, I don't even consider that. Here's the thing: how the fuck does he owe her? Does owe her anything? He bought this with her money. It's not hers. He doesn't owe her. Even if he had gifted it to her, if he fucking took it back and destroyed, like sold it, like who cares? How is that? How is 800? How is a concert in any way equivalent to destroying someone's trust and relationship like that? There's not an equivalent.
Yeah. If there is a...
And the fact that she hangs out with people like her who see her side of this is just proof she's deep into this shitty person life.
If there's a numerical value, it's more than $400 for one ticket.
Right. He doesn't. I'm firmly not the asshole, and I feel bad for him for even thinking he has to ask. Yeah. I feel like she screwed his brain up, dude.
Well, the poo nanny will fucking grip you.
But then you find out, that's what I don't understand about people.
Gorilla grip you.
That's what I don't get about people. There's no fucking way she treats him right. She's just a user. He probably financially gives her things. He probably, you know what I mean? All she probably really is to him is this hole and a person to post on Facebook, and then he thinks she's in an actual relationship with him, right? So then you find out you're not in a relationship with her. You find out that that's all a lie. So why would you care how she feels? She's nothing.
Well, this is assuming...
That's what I don't get it, but people just play themselves, dude.
Yeah.
If you find out somebody's playing you and lying to you, then they're not the person... You thought that, what would be wrong with hurting them? What would be wrong with, seeking revenge? What would be wrong? That's what you do to a predator. If something attacked you, you fucking punch it, you'd like bop it on it. Like, you'd be like, bad, no, get away from me. Like an aggressive dog or something, like.
If she had been using his computer, sounds like a...
What a dumbass dude. Gets on his computer and opens up her fucking Instagram with her cheating text. Yeah, she'd been using it. Right, dude, I'm telling you, you can just tell from all the shit he's saying that, like, she's probably just hotter than he thinks he deserves. You know what I'm saying? She's probably just more attractive than he thinks he deserves. And so, you know, he thinks... How old is he?
He's 27.
Okay.
She's 25.
So he's probably just like, oh, I might never do better than blah, blah, blah. Like, it's crazy to me to worry about how her and her friends feel.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think he's the asshole.
Okay.
I just feel like part of me feels like, you know, I gotta play devil's advocate. I gotta shoot.
Please do. Yeah.
Well, maybe he's not fulfilling an emotional need of hers, so she sought it out.
Okay.
Because if he was, she wouldn't do that.
That's fine. That's completely fine. I'll take that 100%. I'll say, let's just assume that.
It's also
She deserves Taylor Swift tickets.
It's a separate issue. That's what I will say. Yeah. No, she doesn't. Also, the entitlement to a gift, that's like a weird thing.
Yes. But even, okay, let's say he's not fulfilling a need. So she went and found it elsewhere. Okay, well, first of all, why didn't she leave him?
She had that Taylor Swift concert coming up.
Yeah. So he was fulfilling that need.
Yeah.
He was fulfilling something, and then again, let's say he's not feeling. Let's say he's even like just ignorantly like just awful, like in a way where like he's hard to be with emotionally or something. Like he's like okay, well, here's the thing. So you're in a relationship with someone like that, and they're not fulfilling your needs or whatever. You break the relationship because they're not fulfilling your needs. Well, you broke the relationship. So where the fuck is this thing coming where he owes you concert tickets?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he like hit her. Let's say he hit her and she ran away and like took shelter with someone else. Where the fuck is this? And also, John hit me, and I need my Taylor Swift. Like, these things they're two completely different. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, him not being, well, I guess that would clearly make him an asshole. I'm just saying, like, and I do not read this here. I read her as an actual abusive, like, toxic, fucking emotional. The fact that he's still like, he has to, like, run to Reddit. I like your devil's advocate, though. Could be true. It doesn't make any... I don't know. Hey, XXX Outcast says, am I the asshole for saying I'm white? I'm 75% white. My girlfriend, we've been dating since May, always denies that I'm white. And says that I'm a quarter black. I can't say I'm white because we live in America where the one drop rule exists. I can only say I'm mixed or that I'm black, according to her. According to her. He says 0 cents. Should I put up with this? I'll identify with whatever I want. It's not her concern. I like the top comment that says, is she the damn census? That's weird. That's weird on a lot of levels, I'll be honest.
I've dated that woman. I know who she is.
Yeah. Am I weird for identifying the way I identify racially?
Yeah, she's telling a black man, by her logic,
that he's not allowed
to identify however he wants.
Here's another one. She says he can either identify as black or mixed. So she actually, technically he's 75% white And she's like, nah, you all the way black. Now, Nick, I just thought this was interesting. By the way, if you hit somebody, you're an asshole. Okay, but I'm saying in two different issues. Anyway, as far as this one, would it change your opinion on this depending on the race of the girlfriend?
I can't actually deduce.
See, I think if you think like me, when I first read this, I thought this is a white girl who's somehow fetishing. Oh, really?
No.
Okay, we had exact opposite thoughts then. You think she's a black girl who's like, don't deny your heritage?
That was my knee-jerk reaction.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
But quickly also went to like white knight, social
My first thought was white
advocacy,
knight, yeah.
White woman who wants to be down with the cause, but her dad is a PR rep for Monsanto or something.
Yes.
A fucking trust fund communist of some sort, and yeah.
I'm going to be real with you. I had an ex-girlfriend who would talk about the one drop rule as if it was like in America, and I see this actually in the media sometimes. People say, in America, we have a thing called the one drop rule, and I find that so disgusting.
Yes.
That they think it's still in operation. That was like a slave thing.
Right. Which we're clearly past slavery, and just to put it out there is going to perpetuate it. I'm not saying deny it, but like, it's Beetlejuice. You say the fucking name, he's going to appear. It's going to perpetuate this thing.
I guess it was more of an antebellum type thing. Yeah.
Does it? I mean, it's like I don't know. I think semantics are important, and I think words are important. They have meaning. They have weight. And when you tell other people how to use their words,
Yeah.
that's like an encroachment. Doesn't matter the context.
It's almost like telling someone how to think.
Right. That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Because we use words to think.
Yeah.
They have a colloquial meaning, an agreed upon meaning, but then they also have a subjective meaning. Usually you say, yes, I agree to the colloquial meaning, but they're fluid. So when you start telling other people, this is the fucking memory hole, this is doublethink, this is 1984, it is monopolization of ideas and thought, and it's brainwashing, and it's psychological manipulation, blah, blah, blah. It's deep, bro.
It's deep, bruh.
And it seems like it's doesn't have, but it's important. Words are spells. You're going to cast your magic out into the world by the words you choose.
How does that inform how you think about this?
Kind of went on a tangent. I kind of went on a rant there.
I did too, because I started the one drop rule rant.
Yeah,
I think it's weird because that was a specific historic thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Where it's like, this is called the one drop rule. If you have one drop, then we're going to treat you as black. But then to say today,
it's like
we have a one drop rule.
And yes.
And so I'm going to classify you based on this racist thing people did way back. That to me is like gross.
It's saying that the conditions are exactly the same. Therefore, we must use this rule.
It's also like you literally just applying this like insanely racist.
Yes. If you take just simple if-then logic, if this, then this.
Yeah.
There's only one step between one drop rule and slavery, but it's 250 years of history.
Wow, I didn't expect that in my asshole to get into the race. I mean, I picked that. I guess I did because they picked that.
Well, I mean, we could have just made some jokes and moved on, but...
No.
Yeah.
No.
I know, I think we...
This poor guy, okay, it's not like he's freaking reverse Rachel Dolezal. He's not like whitening his freaking skin up, like bleaching his skin, fucking like, you know what I mean, like dying. Like the dude is 3/4 white.
Oh, what is
He
that?
identifies as white. If a dude is 3/4 black and wanted to be black, like you wouldn't say shit. Sorry.
Cole Fletcher had a good joke that I heard him tell this. I can't remember the whole premise. One of the punchlines was white people have Jesus and Michael Jackson. Like, why can't we? I can't remember the rest of the joke.
He said, "Why can't we have a Disney princess?"
Yes, yeah.
Sorry for blasting your joke on Aaron Cole.
Sorry.
No, I don't. No, it's fine to say people's jokes. People say, for real.
We will pay royalties ad infinitum until the end of time.
But does it change? But does it change your opinion? First of all, no matter what,
Oh,
no matter what, the girlfriend's wrong. But are you more sympathetic if she's white or black?
To answer the question, it doesn't change.
It doesn't change at all. My opinion doesn't change at all, but I do see it. I would see, for instance, I would see the white woman as way more annoying and slightly more nefarious in the circumstances than a black woman. Because a black person could make the argument that, like, if a black person says, hey, there's this one drop rule thing, and they still see that as in effect, like, socially or culturally, they could be saying, like, hey, buddy, you don't just get to opt out that one of your grandparents is black. You know what I'm saying? No, she's still wrong for trying to control him like that. And I think that's part of what's setting us back is to try to, like, a huge part of what's setting us back racially is to try to, like, confine people. But, like, that to me is different than a white person telling somebody, hey, buddy, but she's doing it from, like, this Karen-esque liberal social justice, like, no, man, you can't call yourself white, sweetie, you're oppressed, you know what I mean? Like, that to me is way darker and more nefarious and fucking weird than, like, if the girl was black. And the whole, like, you can be black and mixed but not white when he's mostly white is freaking wild to me. Also, dude, one drop rule, there's no mixed. You're either white or that's the whole point of the one drop is you're either completely white or not. So there is no mix. So whoever this person is ignorant. Ignorant.
They get ignoramus of the week.
Wow, lots of great cancelable clips there. We're just
we done it.
And it doesn't matter if he hits her. He's still white.
Wait, what was it?
This is what happens when I don't have a cigarette for like 2 hours. What was what?
What was the guy's username?
Oh. XXX Outcast. Dude, it took everything I had not to make him a fake me.
I think he commented, he said, where are the white women at? Because he's white and he only dates white women.
And we also never consider the possibility that the girlfriend's like Asian or Mexican.
Well, those people aren't racist. Just blacks and whites.
Just whites.
Take it from Michael Jackson.
White people are the only people who can be racist. It's a scientific. It's a scientific fact.
The trust fund communists will tell you that.
I'm so sick of everything being science, dude. We gotta address that in some future episode. Yeah.
Michael Jackson, who is black,
dead,
and or white, black and or white. He's alive, but whatever he identified,
we believe he's alive.
He said, this is my point. It don't matter if you're black or white.
Yeah, that's probably why they killed him.
Well, yeah, I think Martin Luther King said something like that, and Jesus, and Nelson Mandela, and well,
everything's science. And I'm not anti-science.
Sounds an awful lot like eugenics.
I'm not anti-science. I'm just saying there's a lot of headlines I read where they say scientists say,
put
and then
people in categories.
Yeah, it's on some subject where it's like, what are you talking about? Science says
Well, what's
The human heart is more depraved. I mean, it's shit like that, right? Now than it
what's
was
the guy's
3
name?
years ago.
Terrence McKenna, I think. I can't remember who said it. But it's like science requires one ask. That you just take on faith that it started with the Big Bang. They ask for a miracle, and then you just take the rest at face value.
I think we just call a lot of shit science that's not science, too.
Yeah.
This is bullshit social sciences. I'm trying to think of a good example.
Well, those are studies. I'm not trying to discredit them, but like,
Yeah.
you cannot apply the scientific method to certain types of study. You can't do it. You can't study a culture
Well, correct.
and
That's
then
what I'm saying,
repeat
yeah.
the experiment. It's just not, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you'll read an article that says, like, scientists discover that, like, people with ADHD aren't morally culpable for, like, cheating on their love. Like, it's like, what's that? Whoa, you can't.
Yeah, that's
I've seen people who are like, I'm a psychiatrist. I'm telling you right now. I saw a rush of videos of psychiatrists saying that there's no such thing as laziness. And they were all looking deadpan at the camera and saying scientifically, we have disproven that laziness exists.
sounds like capitalist propaganda.
Because they say this lady is like, I'm a researcher. She's like, I have proven with like neurons and brain reward systems that what you call laziness is really that someone's not getting the proper amount of like reward for like doing things.
No, see, I can
And it
see
like
that.
disincentivizes. But you're still being lazy. She's saying a moral category, one of the 7 deadly sins, does not exist scientifically because of the way she measures people's brains. Like,
Oh, well, yeah. See, we're back to the semantics.
you can scientifically say,
Because
I've discovered people's brains work differently, and that might make them not motivated. But then the claim is science says laziness doesn't exist.
well, they're saying it's not a choice. And laziness implies the choice that you are choosing not to do something.
You nailed it, because what she's doing, what people like her are doing, is they already start with a reductionist. Like you said, give me one miracle.
They're denying free will.
Yes, they don't believe in free will. They believe that the universe is just a causal chain of things. So they already don't believe that moral choices like laziness, gluttony.
That's the logic required to get to that conclusion.
They already. What I'm saying is, a priori, they already don't believe in a world where any moral fault exists.
Yes.
So then they do a study using that methodology that assumes that moral fault can already not exist, and then they prove that it doesn't exist.
Yeah. They put the frame around, they put the parameters on it, and everything that is true exists within the parameters. And if it's outside of the parameters, it's therefore not true.
You might as well just say, this pen. I don't know why I grabbed another pen to make my point. This pen is made of atoms.
No, don't use that one. Use
Okay,
this one.
this pen is made of atoms. Atoms are incapable of knowing right from wrong or blah blah blah. You are made of atoms, therefore, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all the study you need.
Yes.
Yeah, you already start. Wow, we went down the freaking rabbit hole. You want to do one more?
I got one.
Okay.
Another money one. Were they all money this week for me? I don't know. Oh no. Okay. Well, okay, I'll let you choose. I got 2. I think they're gonna both be good. I didn't read them all, but choose your own adventure, A or B.
Any more info? I'll go B.
Okay. Am I the asshole? User imaginary carrot asks, am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my niece's college after she publicly humiliated me? Yeah, I did pick all 3. The other one was monetary also. Okay, so I 45 female. Am child-free by choice. Another big free will advocate in here. Let's go.
Wait, what? Okay, sorry, keep going.
Child-free by choice. Anyway, sorry.
Oh,
Child-free by choice. But have always been close to my brother, 47 male, and his daughter, Emily, 18 female. Over the years...
Wait, what? Oh, daughter. Sorry, go ahead. I thought... Sorry, I was waiting for the wife to be in the equation.
Oh.
My brain was kind of clicked off.
I saw a thing today.
Again, I'm not firing on all cylinders right now.
Anthony Kiedis.
And I don't care if he hits his daughter. Sorry, go ahead.
Anthony Kiedis is 52, I saw today, and his girlfriend is 19. And he was being horny in public, grabbing on her honkers.
Anthony who?
Kiedis.
Who is that?
Red Hot Chili Peppers lead singer.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, over the years, user Imaginary Carrot has saved up a decent amount of money, and I offered to help pay for Emily's college when the time came. She's a smart kid, and I wanted to give her opportunities I never had growing up. Everything was fine until last month. I was invited to Emily's high school graduation party, which was a big deal in our family. During the party, Emily gave a speech thanking everyone for their support. She thanked her parents, her grandparents, even her friends. Then she paused, looked at me, and said, and a big thanks to Aunt Imaginary Carrot for not having kids so she could spoil me like I'm hers. Must be nice having all that extra money and no responsibilities.
What the fuck?
The entire room laughed. She's crushing.
She was crushing. Yeah, she was crushing that graduation party.
And the entire room laughed and I froze.
You're weird.
I could feel everyone looking at me, and all I could do was smile awkwardly. I've heard jokes about being child-free before, but this felt cruel and unnecessary. Well, her fucking amygdala isn't barely attached to the rest of her brain, so... This felt cruel and unnecessary. I'm jumping the gun. Especially since I've sacrificed a lot to save for her future. My brother and sister-in-law laughed too, which hurt even more. After the party, I confronted Emily privately. She rolled her eyes and said it was just a joke, and I needed to lighten up. My brother brushed it off, saying, teenagers can be dumb. Don't take it personally. I've spent weeks thinking about this, and I've decided to withdraw my offer to pay for her college.
That was fucked up.
I feel like she doesn't respect me or the effort I've made to support her. When I told my brother, he blew up at me, calling me selfish and accusing me of punishing Emily
Take care of your own kid.
for one harmless joke.
What college fund do you have for your kid? What do you spend that on? Beer money?
Emily hasn't apologized, and now I'm questioning if I'm being too harsh. Edit, thank you so much for the support. Now that I think about it, I might as well book a dream vacation. Decided to create some ideas, and she put a link for her dream vacation destinations.
Nice. Well, I want to hear your take on this.
Well,
I feel like I talk too much.
If she was going to pay...
Hold on, I'm talking about how much I've It's just good. Go ahead.
Go on.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I don't want to now.
I'm very curious because we are both around 40 and we're both jobless.
Oh, I am in no place to pay for someone's college, though. Okay, let's just say I had a cool $100,000 that I didn't need, that I could give to, like I have a nephew. By the time I'll be well into my 50s by the time he's ready for college, and his parents won't need my help. If I had that money...
I mean, God forbid, but that you know of.
True. But I'm not saving for him to go to college.
Right.
I'm going to give him, like, cool rocks and a slingshot.
Right.
He's going to figure some stuff out on his own. He's going to get an education that doesn't cost a lot of money, but I would say is invaluable.
Okay.
We're getting crossbows, Dennis. You, me, my nephew.
Talking about these crossbows. When I get that $100,000, I'm buying 3 crossbows.
$30,000
Anything else?
Crossbows. I don't know. If that's the only thing that the daughter has done that showed disrespect,
Yeah.
that seems like a lot, right? To say you're going to do it, to make it be known that you're sacrificing to do it, and then to withdraw. Again, it's kind of like the Taylor Swift ticket. It's, it's like you're not entitled to a gift someone offers.
Yeah.
But if it is like you're planning a life-changing event around someone else's promise.
Yeah, but how much can you really plan at 18?
I mean, maybe her parents don't make enough money. Maybe she would have to like apply for scholarships. She might have to wait a year.
Right.
Apply for scholarships, save up a little more money, get a job, whatever. Maybe she was thinking, I'm just going to fucking hit this graduation party, roast my bitch ass aunt, and then go to college.
Yeah. Well, do you think, like, that's just inherent in the consequence, though, of, like, what she said, that you're now going to have to pay for your own college?
She said, and a big thanks to the auntie for not having kids so she could spoil me like I'm hers. So she maybe thinks she's... Must be nice having all that extra money and no responsibilities. Well, she chose to make you her responsibilities. Actually, I'm starting to think...
Complete bullshit thing to say.
Yes.
I agree. I don't know. I have a hard one with this. I'm really having trouble with this one. I feel like for one, like you said, this is just if this is a one-time thing. But even if it is the one-time thing, this is kind of a big thing when you think about it like this. It's not an offhanded comment. It's like her acknowledgement in this huge crowd at the graduation party.
Right.
This is essentially the aunt's thank you. This was her time to give the thank you.
Yes.
And her thank you is like, thanks for the money, sucker. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, that's like, if there has to be one thing, this is at least pretty close to the one thing that would justify you taking back your promise.
The entire room laughed. She's caught shit for it before, but a little lighthearted.
No, that part, honestly, I drove some...
Her brother and sister-in-law laughed.
If you're doing this because you felt humiliated, then I do think she's an asshole. Because you can't be girl boss, I chose this life,
and
then be like, they laughed at me for not having a kid. Like, that was your choice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can't be like, well, now I feel they laughed at me for the thing. Like, if you can't own up to your own decisions in life and shit, and you gotta be like, well, this thing that you think is a good thing, like, I chose not to do this, it's better for you not to do this. She probably brags about how much money she has and shit like that. Like, you can't be like, well, some people think I'm wrong, therefore I'm completely humiliated and I'm no longer going to support you. To me, it's more about the gratitude of the recipient of the gift.
Yeah. My knee-jerk reaction was that the daughter, like, her fucking brain isn't fully formed.
Oh, yeah.
The dad said the same. They all kind of doubled down, like, it's just
you.
a joke. And then it's like, but yeah, then I put myself in, that was me imagining being at this party.
Right.
But then I put myself in the aunt's shoes and like, well, that would piss me off.
Oh, I get why she's pissed. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
The question remains, does it justify her actions in withdrawing? This made it sound like she's paying for the whole college. I assume that just means tuition, not like housing or something, everything. But you can't go to college if you don't live there.
I mean, I got it in order to be somewhat morally... No, you know what? Because Taylor Swift tickets is not college. College is at least something that you're basing your decisions...
Right.
Dude,
she's going to tour again.
If he bought every ticket to every Taylor Swift concert, back to the Taylor Swift, if he deprived her of Taylor Swift for the rest of her life, that's not a bad... It's inconsequential if you ever get to see a movie or go to a concert. It is not inconsequential if you get an education.
Yes.
But, so, I don't know, man. Dude, I don't know.
We have to judge
I
this
don't
person.
know. I have to judge one of these people. I can't let one of them. I just don't know which one. I will say the dad kind of seems like a prick.
Yeah.
he should be trying to make peace between these people, regardless
Right.
of if she fulfills his failed obligation to get his daughter an education. You know what I mean? He did it. He's obviously incapable, or has chosen not to do that for his daughter. He cannot put that on another person, regardless of why she chooses not to.
It sounds like this family, they had plenty of extra time to teach their kid how to be a good person because they weren't working hard enough to get her college education.
You know, I'm not saying. I just mean, like, I think
Dumb and nice will get you a long ways.
if you were my brother Nick and you offered to pay for my kid's college, and then one day you just called up and said, you know what, bro, I'm having a midlife crisis. I spent the college money on a Corvette. Would it make me upset? Yes. Is not someone not putting your kid through college is not a reason to ruin a sibling relationship, because that was never her obligation.
I would let you drive the Corvette.
Thank you. God damn it, Nick.
Who am I
mad at?
We can go to the college where your child was going to go and pick up chicks in the Corvette.
That's what you're going to do for your nephew. I'm going to rent him a Corvette the first week,
dude,
of college. And then what we're going to do is, what you do is you say, this is my Corvette, but I keep it at home.
Right. You gotta take good care of it.
You lie to people.
It's a cherry. It's green with white racing stripes. That's a rare paint color. It's gonna look slick.
I can't call this woman an asshole, but I do think there's a level of immaturity. I do think there's a level of immaturity that her Fifi's got hurt.
I'm saying not an asshole, and that's an easy decision for me to make.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Okay, one of us is sure. I mean, yeah, and so, I mean, here's the other thing, dude. People need to toughen up. Like, okay, now she has to take out loans. Okay, well, some of us have to take out loans.
Right.
It just happened. Sorry, you were not born rich. You're not entitled to your aunt's money.
Sorry you didn't apply for a Pell Grant. They're just giving money away.
Yeah, why didn't you work so hard at your own education that you got a full ride scholarship?
Why didn't you learn how to serve a volleyball really well?
I take everything to an extreme. Yeah.
You don't know how to play.
Why don't you have an OnlyFans? Why aren't you selling your virginity to an Eastern Ukrainian billionaire for college money?
I don't know if this is true. I couldn't hear the sound in the video, but someone was saying it was a video of like a job fair, like recruiting fair at a college.
Yeah.
One of the tables, OnlyFans.
That college should be ashamed of itself.
There's two guys that were wearing like polos and khakis with the OnlyFans logo, and they're like handing out.
That's a side hustle. That's like having a DoorDash.
It was like their like banner hanging off the table was like financial freedom, and then it was like pictures of like not lewd.
Whoever at that college approved that, I'm not even being a prude here, is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Dude, if I send my kid to college and paid that kind of money and they're getting recruited for freaking porn on campus, like,
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that would just piss me off just economically.
I don't know.
That'd be like if McDonald's was at a college recruiting fair. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, why are you wasting the booth space?
Yeah.
DoorDash, Uber.
Okay, when I went to culinary school, it was like prestigious. It was supposed to be. It had a name. There's this, it was a famous school from France. They promised us they would have chefs come and do demos. It was like these, James Beard Award winners in Austin. There was a Michelin star candidate. They would come and do demos, but it was like, hey, look at my $2,000 sushi knife that I can afford that you will never afford or need. And so we're like, okay, we're going to go work for that. We're going to be that guy in 5 years. And then the people that came to recruit were oil rig companies and cruise ships.
Yeah.
The worst fucking kitchen work you could probably imagine. Like
Wow.
putting frozen mac and cheeses in the oven and like
That's deceptive,
making
dude.
chicken nuggets. Well, they got
People should be able to sue. Did they sue? Did they get sued?
in California. They were under a class action lawsuit for defrauding students. Most of the people who I graduated with either had enough experience to go back into their field, at least at the level they were at. But like some people came out of high school with no life experience, no work experience, expecting to jump up the ladder by having this prestigious, culinary degree.
Damn.
And it was fucking expensive. So.
Yeah, it sucks.
That's beside the point.
No, that's
I just wish OnlyFans would have recruited me.
That's true.
Could have been.
You could be goat seeing right now.
Selling my little piggies and spreading my whole. But at least I would have made $1 million, Dennis.
Still time, dude. The older and fatter we get, the more niche we become.
That's true. Dude, one of my friends from culinary school, she wrote a book. She wrote a book of all her sexcapades. But
Yeah, you told me about it.
She has some interesting life experiences. It's in her book. You can go buy her book. Her name's Rochelle Rodriguez. Her book is called Slut, and you can buy it on Amazon. It's a great book. It's funny. But she talks about guys just wanted her to like sit on food.
Dude, what is wrong with
Like
people?
she's a juicy lady.
Yeah.
And they just wanted her to like sit on a pie and like film it.
What the fuck? Which is a psyop?
She wants to like.
Who are these? Some of these kinks. I'm a kink shamer. Get help.
Well, you said you told me your kink the other day.
Yeah.
It's kink shaming.
My kink is kink shaming. I like to be kink shamed, which is great because kink shaming.
I thought you meant you liked to kink shame.
Oh, I like to,
and that was your. Kink.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I also like to be.
You're a kink shame.
I like to be kink shamed as well. Yeah, I'm a kink shame bottom, which is great because kink shaming is currently not in vogue. So every time I kink shame, they kink shame my kink.
Yes.
Which means I'm just in this like fucking gooning, edging cycle every time we talk about kinks. Ew, gross. My mic's dying. We should probably end this episode.
Okay. We love you.
That was a hell of a one.
We did it.
Hell of a one. Thank you. Tune in tomorrow.
We got the mailbag.
Mailbag Thursday.
We love
Dimebag Thursday. We love mailbags. This is the one. This is episode 52 is what gets us canceled.
We tried.
Thank you.
Thank you. We love you. Bye.